It's day number 14 in the month of June 2022. My name is Richie B. Good morning and welcome to Up and Go here on the Bridge 99 FM. Yeah, it's a Tuesday. DJ Arlo, what's up, boss? How you doing?
Yeah. Morning.
Yeah. One encounter that I'd like to highlight on my way down. There was a JUTC bus, actually.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, man. The amount of smoke that was coming out of the muffler. Yeah, that vehicle needs to be taken
Proper
off the road. Yeah, and taken in for servicing.
Proper
I mean, we saw where one of their buses blew up into smoke the other day. We don't want that to happen, but trust me, that don't look like it they're far from a major fire or something like that. So JUTC, please, it's too much smoke going out there, and the engine needs to be repaired. Otherwise, we saw a lot of joggers. We saw some golfers. And we saw a few motorists.
Why? When are we going to reach that golfing stage here, Richie?
We have a few more years before we get to that.
Yeah, man. We just link here and say, yo, Richie, up on the course,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But both women and men too, actually. Yeah, out having an early game of golf. And as for the joggers, we saw various age ranges, like some young ones. We saw some persons looking like they're in their 20s.
Yep.
And then I saw an elderly gentleman. I'd suspect he's about 70, in his 70s. And he was walking very briskly.
Yeah, man. Yep. I have a couple of those, in your area. Let me tell you, and also the bikers.
Yeah.
Some female riders.
Some of these walkers.
Yeah.
Especially some of the older guys who do it daily.
Yep.
You can't keep up with them in the
No. I can tell you, coming to work, Richie, in the morning, there is a gentleman, right? And let me tell you, if I'm going to estimate, his age, he looks up there, like maybe 78. But let me tell you, when you see that man, he does it every morning, and I'm like, brother, me nah catch
Years ago, I did that at the Shortwood Teachers College playfield.
Yeah.
And I saw a couple of gentlemen up in age.
Yeah.
And I thought, I can easily overtake them. Hello? I saw the distance between myself and these brothers just lengthening because they were the ones that I was having problems catching up with. Brother. Have you had that experience, Charles, yourself?
Hey, all I heard was you said the wrong term. You said Shortwood. And the whole traffic team. I look by here say
Shortboard.
Had I known that you'd have said that microphone would not be
go on.
That changes the entire course of our conversation. All right. Welcome, sir.
Welcome. I'm good. It's good to be here.
All right. Hi, Jody. What's up? Oh, she's doing the wave thing from across the glass this morning, but organizing some other stuff as we speak.
Yeah.
Listeners, Bridge Nation, we're here with you. We're going to take care of you until 10 o'clock, at which time we hand over the baton to none other than Elise Kelly.
That's right.
Who will take you through the paces of Untangled. But right now, it's Up and Go. Richie B and the crew, we're here with you all morning long. We're just now going into our WTF.
That's right.
Which is
the fact.
Here we go.
All right. So yes, peeps. The people say bulls get angry when them see the color red. Okay, that's probably not the case.
Me grew up. I hear that.
Yeah, me too. So that something's long standing. But here we're going. So you're hardly alone if you believe that when matadors wave those red capes to make bulls charge at them, it's the bright color that incites their anger. But according to the American Science Guide, bulls, like other cattle, are red-green colorblind. What actually triggers the bull's anger is the movement of the cape. Yeah.
I wonder if you'd have the same effect if they were flashing black capes, for instance, or yellow, for that matter.
Perhaps. But I think they're just working with the story of it being red and them just stick with it because I think it's years, probably even centuries. This thing going on. So why change it? I
didn't know that at all. That's a strange one. Are we going to take that as fact?
I know you want to go try it.
We can't go around it. There's no way to find out otherwise. Jody, we're not going around the fact you provided. Yeah. We're sticking with it.
That's right.
That was WTF. I think we need to do a remix on this. Everybody up. Give them some updates.
Yeah. I could talk to Massacre now.
Yeah, we can't do that now.
We can't let ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Could I do that? Yeah.
That's a simple thing, man. You don't even have to get in your 10 octaves.
All right.
That's a simple song.
All right.
Morning, Bridge Nation. So, Prime Minister Holness says that he's embarrassed about Skeng's Guyana ban. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has weighed in on the recent banning of Skeng from performing at the public events in Guyana, saying that he shared that this development made him feel ashamed, embarrassed. He said it is an embarrassment to me when another country say I don't want your artists in my country. He said during his address at a Jamaica Labour Party Area 2 council meeting in Sydenham, St. Catherine yesterday. So he was like, me feel away. That's basically what our Prime Minister is saying. Wow. And we know why. The Minister of Guyana and the Guyana Police Force was instructed to withhold consent and approval for any future performance for featuring Skeng. I personally believe that is, I don't know. I feel like some Caribbean country don't like Jamaicans. I know a lot of artists over in Guyana, other places that sing some really questionable songs, and they're allowed to go there. We have international rap hip hop artists that are allowed to. You never hear them issuing a ban on them not performing in public. So what is so different about us? Is it because we're Jamaicans?
That we're not gonna rule out that, but the insight that I've gotten from friends who've been to Guyana, they're saying that Guyana, believe it or not, have some really vicious crimes from time to time over there.
Wow.
And also we are completely unaware that them really love dancehall and them really gravitate like heavily to our lyrics. So it's the same thing when we are here out there, or them feel like them feel like that could be a case. So it's just the other side of the coin,
Yeah,
so
that is so true. I mean, I've been there to host events twice, and massive crowds in the stadium and so on in Georgetown. We talk about gangsters. There are some streets in downtown Georgetown where there are traffic light poles, but there are no bulbs in them because it is said that gangsters actually shoot them out because they don't want to be.
There was a movie sometime over.
Yeah. So, but let's look a little bit more deeply on this Skeng situation. He's there performing.
Right.
The gunshots were seemingly way to the back of the audience.
Yeah. Right. So
he seemed, some people would say, scared, and was rushed off the stage very hurriedly when it happened.
Right.
It seems. I mean, I'm not supporting the gangster lyrics or anything like that, but it seems a little unfair that the artist, and it's not the first, Mavado and Bounty Killer, it happened with them where they were performing and gunshots were heard and they were banned. I mean, it sounds to me like the security forces or the security personnel need to do their job, do some searches, make sure that no guns are actually going into the venue.
Right.
Yeah, because
and while I don't encourage violent music, I think we need to support our artists a little bit more. Like my Prime Minister, me love you dearly, but sir, he can't just, yes, you're embarrassed, but you need to figure out why would they just decide, Skeng, we don't want him there, when obviously they're having problem beforehand. You can't blame us, for your problems. That's unfair.
I guess he might have seen a headline or something. Vybz Kartel's music was also banned some time ago in Guyana, by the way, to put that out there.
But it just goes to show how our music really does influence
I love it over them,
person. So we have to be careful as artists, creatives, be careful about what you're putting out there.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Right. So on to some positive news. So we mentioned it yesterday. Jennifer Hudson. She's the youngest to get an EGOT. That's right. After a Tony win for A Strange Loop. Now, actress and singer Jennifer Hudson has received her first Tony Award. The award was presented yesterday as for her work as a co-producer. For A Strange Loop, which won the prize for Best Musical. Now, for those who are wondering, an EGOT is someone who has won each of the 4 major American Entertainment Awards, including an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Hudson's first major award came back in 2007 when she won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. In Dreamgirls, a performance which is still viewed as a catalyst for her film career. In 2009, she won the Grammy for Best R&B Album. And also she went on again to win another one 8 years later with The Color Purple for the Best Musical Theatre Album. And of course she has an Emmy, Daytime Emmy for Best Interactive Media as an executive producer for Baby Yaga, a virtual reality animated film. And interestingly, and she's just a few in terms of music performance. The other one is John Legend, who has an EGOT as well, and she's also the second black woman to join the EGOT elites. The other is the legendary Whoopi Goldberg. And at 40 years old, she is the third youngest EGOT winner. So congrats to J. Hud.
Yeah. You know who I'm bringing to be the next EGOT?
Who that?
Her. Her. I think her only needs to get a Tony now.
And she will
to become officially an EGOT.
Yes.
Yeah, she's young too.
Yes.
She's so young.
Man.
Yeah,
so
that's
big ups
dope,
to her.
Man.
Yeah. I actually interviewed her once on the radio.
What?
Yeah, when she came to Jamaica some time ago.
Nice.
So we said
She
big
should
ups to
come
her.
over here.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah. A few people are getting the COVID and getting some illnesses. The Prime Minister of Canada is down with COVID. Mick Jagger at 78 just contracted COVID. So, and they have had to cancel the tour that is 60. I think they called the tour 60, and they were doing about 20 stops, and they've had to cancel. Another cancellation is by a Canadian singer, Justin Bieber. And in his case, he has come out publicly and has said that he's suffering from facial paralysis causing virus, which he called, I'll tell the name in a second, Ramsay Hunt syndrome. It affects nerves in his ears and it affects his face. And so he was showing in the video that one side of his face has no movement whatsoever.
Wow.
He was not able to blink or anything like that, which can in itself be dangerous. It's a video that has caused persons to actually shed a tear or two, because it's really difficult what he's going through. We actually have a clip of him making his statement recently. Justin Bieber.
I wanted to update you guys on what's been going on. Obviously, as you can probably see from my face, I have this syndrome called Ramsay Hunt syndrome, and it is from this virus that attacks the nerve in my ear and my facial nerves and has caused my face.
Yeah. So a little clip there from Justin speaking to his condition. Never heard of this one before, the Ramsay Hunt syndrome. Little further research suggested that it has something to do with chickenpox. Yes, there's some relation there, and so he's down and out. He wanted to he went on to, of course, apologize to fans, some of them who were quite angry at the cancellations, and he says it's something that he just needs to take some time, get some rest, and heal before he goes back out. So
when I saw the video at first, I was like, yo, this look really serious, you know. And it's unfortunate, and it just goes to show that these celebrities are merely humans, and anything can happen, you know. So always keep them in your prayer, and just want to sing to them songs.
All right. 20 minutes now before the hour of 7 o'clock. You know what that was.
Update,
y'all. And it's now time for us to give you back-to-back, giving you a double this morning. Our proverb of the day.
Our proverb of the day.
First.
All right, so our proverb of the day first. Moon run fast, but they catch him.
That sounds like it makes sense.
Yeah. You know, but always shows that go like
not stressing this morning.
No, what does that say?
It makes sense.
No.
What
do you mean by moon run fast?
Moon run fast, but they catch him.
Okay.
See it there?
Moon tie up with night. So that mean daylight catch him or do something wrong. Alright, so it's like a what's done in the dark must come to light type of thing.
One thing we did, you go to school. I tell you. So the meaning of that proverb this morning is your actions and misdeeds would eventually have consequences. See that? Yeah. See, you're not so off. So moon run fast, but they catch him.
Cool.
Mind on yourself. Be careful.
Yes,
As
sir.
my mother would have said. So we're heading over to pet peeve. All right. So pet peeves, if you're just joining us, are things that others do that you might find annoying, irritating, or even upsetting. I feel like I can start give a basket for pet peeve because me and my listeners, them are going to fight.
Oh, jeez.
Because do not take too long for sending the pet peeve them. And sometimes when you're sending the pet peeves, I know some people them are annoying, but please do not put any curse word in there. We can't play it. We cannot
Jojo's
play
pet
it.
peeve.
So that's my pet peeve.
Yeah.
But I have another pet peeve, Let me tell
Okay.
you this. All right, boobs. Really quick. You go on a date, right?
Sorry.
Why are you laughing, Chels?
Sorry, go on through. Sorry.
You go on a date, right?
Yeah.
And the person make all the effort to take you out, and you're sitting there, right? And you're like, all right, we're here now, so we're gonna have a nice little conversation or whatnot. And the person just sit there not saying anything, and you're just constantly talking. You're the one that bring up everything. You're the one that asks all the questions. You're the one and you're like, sir, why you waste your money? Carry me out, and then no, you don't have anything to say.
Oh gosh, man.
We're just
Jojo.
eating and staring at each other.
Oh gosh,
No
Jojo.
conversation.
You don't have nothing. You're afraid of me, sir.
Oh
Don't
gosh,
ask me.
Jojo. Man, shy, yeah, come bother the man.
Shy?
Yeah.
No, man.
Man,
You
just
see,
shy.
I'm saying.
What about when you start a conversation? Does he follow through? Like
Yeah, but then it's like,
first date, right?
yes.
Okay, I'm a second date on a good man.
Yeah.
Trust me. Just
yeah,
take
Jojo.
time.
You know what?
Jeez,
Yeah,
man.
But, look here now.
Right by the second date, everything nice.
And you know, Jojo
trust me.
strikes
Yeah,
me.
big dream.
Jojo strikes me the type of woman with us. So you know, I said nothing.
Make it worse.
Make the man know.
That time the man shut up, man.
I'm really nice. I'm really nice outside of here.
Hold on.
I would.
You're behaving as if you think George will look on the man and say, hold on. So what? We just come and eat
Yeah.
some food and that. Way up the brother.
I'm nicer than that. I'll say it, but not in that show. I'll wait until I reach home and tell my sister.
You know, say him
I
not
hope
see
him
me
not
again.
listen. I hope you're not listening, because that could be a problem.
But come on, guys, don't be afraid.
Yeah.
I know that you have women, and I understand that I come off a bit strong. I'm confident. I'm a little bit strong, in my tone. So it can be scary. But I promise you. I promise you, I'm a nice person, and I know that there are other women who face this problem. Talk to us. We're very nice people, Give
Shells,
us a
drop
chance.
some, get them on some help them on.
Yeah, just pay for the food when it's done. Just pay for the food.
That's my
Richie.
pet peeve, having a conversation and the person has nothing to say.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Brother,
That's
there
a good one.
are lots of things you can talk about, man.
Yeah, man.
All
Don't be
kinds
afraid.
of things. Things that are happening in your country, in your life, in your sphere. Just talk about stuff, man. Don't be
Anything.
afraid. Have a conversation, for God's sake.
Trust me, if you pay for the food after
Yeah.
you're good though. You'll get the
You're
second
better.
date. You'll get the second chance. Just send her a text.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that was Joda's pet peeve. I hope somebody learned a lesson on that one. The situation recently of an accident in the Hanover division, where it is reported that a Nissan Latio motor car was heading towards a police team, and persons going in the opposite direction alerted these motorists of the presence of police officers ahead. As a result, the driver turned around, and shortly thereafter, the police got a report of an accident, a serious accident. When they arrived on the scene, it was in fact that same Nissan Latio motor car.
Wow.
And it elicited comments from Superintendent of Police in charge of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Hanover Division, Sharon Beeput, who has issued a plea for motorists to stop signaling others with flashing lights when there is an ongoing police operation. No doubt this is of concern to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. We're joined this morning by the chairman of the Police Federation, Corporal Rohan James, who will field a few questions from us. Good morning, Corporal James. How are you?
Good morning to you, Richie B, and their listeners, and to my hardworking colleagues and those in the diaspora.
Before we get to the meat of the matter, I think I need to say congratulations to you on two fronts. One, you have been you're going to be doing a second term as president of the the Federation, right?
Indeed, Richard.
So congratulations on that one. And you also got another appointment, I think a wider Caribbean wider appointment. Tell us about that.
Yes, I've been in fact co-opted to the Caribbean Federation of Police Welfare Association as first vice president, where my task mainly will be to chair the subcommittees and to ensure that whatever is done, they are in proper footing. And more chiefly, it's to ensure that integration across the region is on one accord.
Okay. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Congratulations. No doubt you're looking forward to all the possibilities at that level.
Indeed, Richie. The task is a mammoth one, but I'm up to it.
All right. Wonderful. Now, this matter of motorists flashing others to alert them of police presence ahead. Give me your comment on that right off the bat.
The fact of the matter, Richie, it is disheartening to see that Jamaicans have become so entrenched in lawlessness that they believe that they should do everything to circumvent law enforcement operations. And it goes to show that until we can underscore the importance of every citizen's safety, then as individuals, we have a responsibility, both individual responsibility and collective responsibility, to ensure that we be our brother's keeper. And maybe in this instance, I have no regret, but given the outcome and that 3 miscreants are off the street, but I'm saying to the public at large, let us assist law enforcement agents in every possible way. Let us be that police of a city. You have that right to help us police this space, and we don't want to compromise in any way, shape, or form, because those tourists could have lost their lives because of what transpired.
Agreed.
But in this case, I'm happy that it is 3 criminal elements that is out of the way.
Same, sir, same. Greetings once again, Corporal James. Shells here. Other than the recent incident that took place on Sunday, how has this, practice been affecting, police operations on the roads?
There are times when you have a perfect dragnet for targeting criminal elements for specific reasons. And it has somewhat caused us to change strategic directions on many fronts, using up more resources than would expected. And it is a serious cause for concern. And we are appealing to the public just to cooperate with us and let us get the business of crime, criminality, corruption, and violence under control, because it is hampering economic growth, and those who believe that they want to see prosperity cannot come in the form of criminality, because it is only going to cause those who are willing to invest to stay away.
It's interesting, that one of our listeners is actually sending us a note as we speak, Corporal, saying that some motorists are saying that this common practice to flash other motorists is because of JCF members who keep preying on drivers. What's your response to that?
That's a cheeky and a low blow, Richie, because I'm sure that the confirm report, if there are persons out there as law enforcement practitioners who believe that they can breach the code of ethics and the policies surrounding our integrity aspect of it, we have mechanisms to treat with it. So at the very least that people can do is to give Caesar what is due to Caesar. Show due regard and comply with the law.
Agreed.
We don't need to hit below the belt. Every aspect of it, I realize that we as a society believe that we should relegate and disrespect and show scant regard. It must never be entertained, and we will not dignify any such move at this time, Richard.
Yeah.
We're on a positive trajectory, and that is where we are going. As an organization, we have been for far too long ostracized, ridiculed, pushed aside. Even our political representatives have seen it fit to even use the parliament instead of protecting us. They have used it to ostracize and to do all manner of things towards the constabulary force. It is time now for us to push back and to ensure that Jamaica, if we are going to fulfill the 2030 vision, the arm of the security force is very, very integral in achieving that objective.
Agreed. Now, Corporal James, I have to ask you this question, sir. You know, what's your views on MP Davis's suggestion for police to meet with gang members? You know, the whole situation.
Unless the MP is going to ask them to turn up with their attorneys to answer to the appropriate criminal allegations made against them. That is one thing that I, in my capacity, will not entertain. We will be going hard at them. I've been begging. I would rather to see the MP encouraging his fellow other MPs to cause their resources to be made available so that we can do our job.
You talk about turn up. I'm wondering whether or not that is what they'd turn up with or other implements. but you don't think that there could be any benefit derived from any such engagement?
Any ceasefire operations, though, Richie, it doesn't go well to the core of what the substantive issues are, unless they are going to be turning up and turning over their weapons. And then allow for the judicial system to take its course. But I don't believe from where I sit that we should compromise in any way. We should be going hard at criminal elements. And I believe that this is something that I rather would hear from the MP, that as a country, our elected representatives are too starved on crime and criminality and corruption. You cannot enact a legislation in a retreat that you don't believe in. And I continue to say this every opportunity that I get. The Public Debt Management Act that the government enacted in 2013 gives the Minister of Finance the latitude to act in the interest of national security.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can tell you that the minister, Homer Davis, has now withdrawn the comment that he made. And I suspect he might have gotten a tap on the knuckle from those higher up in the political arena. Corporal James? Yes, indeed. Thank you very much for your time and your thoughts, and you have a great day. All the best to you.
You're most welcome.
Okay.
Hey.
You hear us?
Oh my goodness, I can hear you.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, we can.
There we go. Big shouts to Greg fixing everything. Listen.
Thank you, Greg.
I missed you guys.
Yeah.
We definitely missed you guys. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm glad you guys are okay.
Yeah, man, we're A-okay, and we've been having fun. And we missed this connection. We were talking about it, Shells. What do you miss most about this connection?
All right, so on the Jamaican side, you know, me have like the one-liners when it comes to like humor.
You are the one-liners.
But then on your side, Ritz, I miss those. You know, Rich just known for just jumping with like the right things. So like, you know,
I'm a two-liner.
See that? That perfect example.
He's starting to become a three-liner sometimes. Let me tell you.
Well, for me, very often they have to ask me to stop talking.
Right. You and I are like 100 lines. You know what I mean?
Or sometimes don't speak so fast.
No, good times. But I heard you talking about Justin Bieber.
Yeah, it's crazy. Justin with this syndrome that he has, the one we mentioned.
Ramsey
thing.
Right.
Yeah. It's similar. Yeah, so it's from the chickenpox virus, the zoster virus, and you know it remains dormant. So like shingles, except this caused him paralysis on one side of his face. But we're all praying for him.
Yeah.
He's too young for this.
Trust me. But it goes to show that stuff can happen to any one of us, number one. And two, persons should not go about, because there were many people, some of his fans, who were angry at the fact that he had to be canceling some shows. I guess they didn't even realize what he was going through.
You know, I'm wondering if that's what made him do the video. Because maybe if he just said it, fans would just be like, I don't believe you.
So
right. You're absolutely right. And he missed a show here in Toronto, which was a big show. There was 2 shows back to back, so I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Lots of shows coming up, I suspect, though, for the summer, wouldn't you say, Toronto?
Yes. We just gave away Anita Baker tickets. Big shout outs to Mary. And she shouted you guys out. She's a new listener to Flow 98.7.
Wicked.
She was listening to the old Flow. And the first thing she said was, I love the show. I love the station. Oh, the third thing she said, I love the connection over to Jamaica.
She said a couple things.
Yeah, she said she loved the connection to Jamaica.
That's
so
really nice.
man,
That's
respect.
really nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
man.
that was nice.
I was asking you before we took the break earlier whether or not your promotion
Right.
for Jamaica or for your entry here, if it's
Right.
coming along well and generating the excitement that you desire.
Yes, we're getting a lot of calls.
Good.
And so winners have an option to either win if they can. So they qualify if they win a prize, and then we qualify them for Jamaica, or they can, buy the tickets online. So that we have a great group rate. Anne is helping out the ladies and fellas to come on out and enjoy themselves. So it's a really, really competitive rate for all inclusive. You can't go wrong. Ladies, we spend more on that on a shirt a day.
And
Even on dinner.
nails and hair.
Fellas, you spend more on a dinner. So, so if you're looking to join us, you can contact Ann Shaw, 416-367-8264, extension 2505, as well as ann.thetravelagentnextdoor.com.
Okay. The hotel that you'll be staying at seems to be a beautiful place too. The Ocean Eden, I think it is, down there in
Right.
Trelawney. Big, fantastic,
Right.
top class hotel. Trust me, Cheryl.
You're funny. So I was talking to Richie B yesterday, and I was showing him the hotel, and he was like, wait, they have a swim-up bar? Wait.
A whole
They
heap
have
of
this?
features. I didn't even know
Yeah.
of that particular property.
That's true.
But
Right.
it
It's
looks
new.
like a really good place. Yeah, man. You go until you have another hour and 15 or so minutes to go on the show?
45 minutes, but who's counting?
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, so 45 more minutes.
Lucky you.
What time do you guys go to?
So we go until 10 o'clock Jamaica time. So we have 1 hour and 45 minutes to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were on the same time right now.
And I started reducing the quantities at breakfast time. And so at this time now you start saying to yourself, will I ever make it? To 10 o'clock.
You'll make it. You need a smoothie.
You think so?
Yeah.
We got a fridge full of stale coffee that we.
Can you stop it? He's gonna talk about me right now. He's gonna talk about.
Red will drink any coffee made at any time in ever.
Listen. Sometimes you just, Richie, you already know. You done know. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. The show must go on, right?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta hold it
Yeah,
down.
man. I thought you were going to recommend green juice a while ago. I was like, hope she doesn't go there.
I love my green juice.
Yes?
You don't like that?
I have it intermittently. Not very often, but I hear it's very good, so I should have it some more.
Wow.
Very good for you, not very good tasting.
I think it's really good. It's very alkaline.
Accurate.
I
Yeah.
actually, Red got me one of those one time, and it felt like I was like, I don't know, eating grass in a field or something. It was
Whatever.
unreal.
You're
It's
greasy.
so good. Stop it. You thought you were grazing.
I feel like you're my grease.
Grizz.
Do you
That should be a
guys
dance. Grizz.
do you guys
Grizz.
do you guys do alkaline water?
You know what's so funny? I haven't really tried it, but I have it in my
no.
car. A sponsor brought it for me, so I'm going to try it.
I have been having alkaline water in recent times,
Right.
and I recommend it.
You notice a difference?
Yeah, I actually feel a difference in my metabolism.
Right.
Yeah, and it's highly recommended, as a matter of fact, for your pH balance. So,
Right.
Why?
Everything alkaline. So cucumbers, celery. I try to do an alkaline diet. So, and now that I'm going to Jamaica, I want to lose like 5 pounds. Not really. I don't really have a number, but I want to feel really fit and like, I want to feel toned.
okay then.
All right. I play alkaline. That's about it.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Respect.
What did you say, Ritz?
He only plays alkaline, the artist.
Ritz, what is wrong with you?
Many things.
You're setting some new rules there, man.
I'm here thinking about. I just saw myself in Jamaica on a beach, and Ritz is like, I only play alkaline. I guess you saw yourself on the beach too.
Yes, getting a tan, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. Looking forward to talking to you again on Friday. It was really a pleasure this morning. Thank you very much. Although we switched around our playtime, but that's all right. And we enjoyed it to the max. Big ups Toronto, and have a great day, guys. Catch you soon.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank
Big
you.
up.
I'm going to go drink my alkaline water.
Enjoy.
Hey.
I'll search for some green juice. I lie. This year, the Jamaica celebrates 60 years of independence, and a significant part of the celebration has always included, for the most part, our Jamaica Festival Song Competition. Sometimes it was called Popular Song Competition, depending on which government was in power. However, we learned last week that there will be there will not be any, in fact, no Jamaica Festival Song Competition due to the quality of the songs that were submitted. And this morning we're going to be having a conversation. I think we'll have Nazelman, the 2018 Jamaica Festival Song Competition winner. And he has been, I think he won twice, as a matter of fact, and has been a multiple entrant. Nazelman is a powerful vocalist and a performer. Made his mark in the 90s with Errol Lee's Bare Essentials Band. And he also took the opportunity of touring with Byron Lee and the Dragonaires and so on. So he has been out there for quite some time, and many people know the name very well. And we have him on the phone? No. Oh, so we do. In addition to getting Nazelman shortly, I think we now have joining us the chairman of the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission. I think that's correct, right?
Yeah, it's JCDC.
Yeah, the JCDC. And his name, of course,
Mr. Orville Hill.
Mr. Orville Hill is joining us. Good morning, Mr. Hill.
Blessings, Mr. Hill.
Morning. Just make one correction. It is the chairman for the Festival Song Committee.
All right. Thank you, Orville. We just wanted to make sure that we had your full attention. Thank you very much for joining us.
You always have my attention.
All right, thank you. And you were quite accommodating on Saturday at that, press conference that you hosted, which also saw the Minister of Culture, Babsy Grange, in appearance, as well as several media practitioners and some of the committee members who were involved in listening to the songs that were submitted. So thank you for joining us once again, Mr. Hill.
Yes, we thought that it was important to reach out to our media partners.
Yes.
So we could share some information and some facts to let it be known.
And you would have picked up that many people across the society, in some instances, were disappointed, were shocked at the fact that there will be no festival song competition this year as we look towards celebrating our 60th year of independence. And so we wanted you on this morning so you could share with the nation in greater detail what advised or influenced that particular decision.
Okay, let me just make one statement in that. While the minister's announcement advised that we would not be having a festival song competition, nonetheless, we would have festival song out there for us to celebrate our independence. Because at the time of speaking, the judges had selected 3 songs, and there is the intention that the 3 songs would be made available to the public to support the whole independence celebration. Let me go back to your question, however. Each year, we go to the public and ask persons to submit their entries. This year, we started from as early as October, November of last year to sensitize people, ask people to put together their respective arrangement to enter the competition. The entry date for the competition initially was at the end of January, and we had actually extended it twice. It was firstly extended to the end of February, and then we did a second extension to the 18th of March, which was the final closing. After the closing, we then take all the entries, we put together a panel of judges, and the judges go through and listen to each and every song. When they are listening to the song, no information on the writer, singer, or producer is made available to them. Each song carries a unique number, and they listen to the song and they assess the song and make a determination. In the first round of listening, they would normally go through and select what would be a short list to see whether or not it's a possible song or not. And then on the second occasion now, they go through in more detailed listening to see whether or not what would qualify to go into the top 10. On that assessment, they came up with only 3 based on the quality of the songs that they listened.
3 out of that over 100 submissions, you're saying, were selected. Did we lose Mr. Hill?
Yes. So they came up with 3 possible songs.
Right. Now, just to be clear, and for the listeners' benefit, are you prepared to say who are some of the judges on this panel that would have been, selecting these songs?
Yes, of course. Gussie Clark is the chairman of the panel of judges. We had Donovan Germain, Clevie, Brown, Freddie McGregor, and Elaine Lawton. Five judges.
Of excellent reputation in the world of music here and entertainment in Jamaica, for sure.
Yes. If I may say, it will be difficult to find a better panel of judges.
All right.
Now, Mr. Hill, I'm curious. What was you mentioned 3 songs of quality, right? What, for clarification, now what was the real issue behind the other songs? Because we're hearing that too much Aki and Sawfish talking going on. Was it just that, or was it just like a deeper issue as it relates to quality?
All right, let me explain that the entry requirement states that the songs must be fully produced. That's the requirement of the entry. Right? Now, a number of the songs were not properly produced based on the feedback from the judges. Although we say that not to in any way assess an apicala sound, but some entries came in that format. Now, some of the submissions basically sounded as if somebody just used a cell phone or something and did a recording and submitted. So the quality was poor. Right? You had songs that were really not Jamaican as well in there. And so
you mean
overall,
neither reggae nor dancehall? You mean like pop sounding music?
If you have reggae dancehall, those are accepted. Those are fine.
When you say not Jamaican, I'm trying to understand.
Not Jamaican. You're without naming. You're singing about another country.
Oh,
okay.
That would have been obviously a late on starter.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You're singing about another country, right? Which is named.
Oh.
Right. So
I missed the point.
You have a number of varying items that contributed to the elimination of the rest of the songs.
All right. So we're now hearing that a commemorative album instead will be put out. Are you suggesting that the 3 that have been selected will make that commemorative album? And what other details can you share with us in relation to this commemorative album that the minister said would be, put out in time for our celebrations?
Yes, that's the intention. The 3 songs would be part of the album, which is to be produced in time for Jamaica 60th celebration. Right? The other entries on the album, I will reserve that for Minister did give an insight,
yes,
but I'll reserve those for her to make that announcement.
Okay. We can say, though, that the minister did indicate that names like Inner Circle and Shaggy and Coffee are 3 of those that I remember her mentioning would be a part of and Freddie McGregor, who would be a part of this particular commemorative album. When all is said and done, Mr. Hill, we look forward to a big, maybe even a bigger celebration than ever because it's our 60th Golden Jubilee celebration, right? With this development, do you see any way that it might negatively impact our celebrations going into our 60th?
I think right now we are all disappointed about the not having the competition. But I note the statement from our Prime Minister, and so I know my minister will be guided accordingly. So I do not think the matter is fully resolved as we speak this morning, but I await further guidance and communication from our minister on it. Nonetheless, I do think that by the time we get around to start our independence celebrations, that we will have festival songs in our midst that will allow us to come together and come together as one and celebrate our independence. Mm-hmm. So I really do believe that, yes, it is disappointing at this point, but we will overcome and we will have a great celebration.
I suspect there are many lessons that would be learned out of this experience. Yes. What have you learned at the JCDC that will make you do things differently going into our 61st anniversary of independence? Will you change anything about how you go about this competition, which was promised that it will return next year?
I should basically just add here that while it is not an excuse, but nonetheless it is a factor. Because of the pandemic, we were not able to go into the different parishes and conduct workshops before persons were able to submit their entries. This is something that we would normally do, conduct workshops throughout the island to give persons who have an interest guidance and training in terms of how do they write their songs, how do they arrange to get it produced and so forth. And I think that has an impact on the ultimate quality of all the submissions that we receive. But, I'm not advancing it as an excuse at all. But it certainly will be an area, and Minister Grange has already given the directive that JCDC, very early in the day, must go out into the different parishes and conduct these workshops in preparation for next year.
And finally, for an artist who might be listening, whether a big named artist or an unknown artist, if they feel that they have a song, although it didn't make the cut or wasn't even submitted, but they think they now have a song, can they approach the JCDC for possible inclusion in the commemorative album, or is that a done deal?
Well, you see, in this area, we have to tread cautiously because unless we have a formal extension of the date, it will be difficult to just accept entries like that. So I await the ultimate guidance as to how we will proceed. But for right now, we know that we have 3 songs.
Yes.
3 songs that will be available to go into our independence celebration, and we look forward to see how we will actually resolve this matter.
Okay. Are you at liberty to state the artists that have been selected, or is that information not yet available?
I wouldn't want to make that public just yet. We have asked the 3 to go and make some improvement to their respective songs. Uh-huh. Once that is complete, then I know that Minister will formally present them to Jamaica as soon as that is done.
Okay. Orville Hill, I want to thank you for coming on this morning and speaking with us and updating us on this matter. And we wish you a great day. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, take care. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No worries. Right. Mr. Orville Hill is the board commissioner of the JCDC and is the chairman of the Festival Song Committee. Somebody just sent me a note a while ago and says, Richard, we haven't heard you say anything whatsoever about the Jamaican artist who ended up, as usual, taking a member of the audience and doing a dance routine during his set, and the speculation that the individual, whilst thought to have been a female, might not have been a female, but in fact, a male. Mm. So what?
That not true.
You saw the video, right?
I never saw the video.
Oh, you never saw the
video? No. I just, streets attack, but...
Yeah, I looked at it from a few different angles. For news purposes.
Research purposes.
And I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, true. I don't think so.
I wonder if Jody's coming over.
I don't think it's true.
You don't think so?
No, sir. Right now, just another jealous husband or something, boyfriend or something I tried. He stopped the man's career. I don't know anything.
It's just that when you look at the way the individual is covering up, desperately it seems trying to make sure that there's no level of exposure. Mm-hmm. You wonder whether or not it could be true or whether or not it's not. It's not true.
First of all,
be careful with talk about them generally.
I'm gonna ask you to leave my husband.
See that? I was about to say.
Yeah.
Because it's a female that didn't want her private parts
to be exposed.
That makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
And potatoes gonna potate.
Okay.
Lowy.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not true.
You saw the video.
Yes.
You saw the video.
And there's no indication that
no indication whatsoever. I just think
carries.
she wasn't prepared for all that activity.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. With such
you
a
don't
person.
think so, you don't think so? There are conflicting views out there.
Yeah, but when I see the video, me speak more on it.
You don't think you think it's a woman or a man?
No, it's a trans.
Is that trans?
A transgender man.
Transgender.
Come out.
You looked at the video and you saw.
Yeah, it's a transgender man.
You got a clear indication of that?
It's a trans.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We did it from before. It's a trans.
Yeah.
No, it's.
I don't know.
Bridge Nation.
It's hard to tell.
Listen to me. Go and look at the video. It's not. That's a female.
I'm not gonna say nothing more. But just feel like I wouldn't be surprised if people try to stop the man.
People, exactly. They're gonna,
Yeah, but it definitely is out there and it's being discussed.
It's
a lot.
We're not gonna love him any less. First of all, for the males who are putting out, and for haters, like female haters who are putting out rumors like this, we're not gonna like him any less.
And it's not the first that an artist's name is being called in that kind of scenario.
We're not liking him any less. He's still gonna have ladies screaming his name. So do what you must.
No, the boss that man.
Okay.
The boss that.
Exactly.
Trust me. It would be good if the individual in the video actually came out and said, "Hey."
Yeah. I think she might.
I'm hearing that she said something. But hey,
yeah,
she would like to be free. Remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody else call me if.
Dexter, just know that I love you. Don't worry yourself.
Yeah, man, Jojo
haters go hate. That's what they do.
Facts.
Let's move right along.
But it would be very unfortunate if somebody really tried to set up an artist like that.
Yes.
It would really be.
But it's not new. This is dancehall, you go and do what you have to do, either to stay relevant or, just to create chaos.
Do you think he's going to change in any way going forward in terms of his antics on stage?
Nope. I don't get that vibe there. I guess
probably
it might ask,
him.
yes,
he might ask the
security and stuff. Yeah, probably
the security team,
and then probably do a screening.
You make a check.
How do you screen? But how do you screen that?
Yeah, make a check and tell me if
hold on, man.
Yeah, you see that one in the red dress.
That's what I look for.
Check her out. Check her out before you.
Yeah, we have the lady security.
I think Dexter's gonna adjust a few things of how we are.
Oh
Lord. Show me the money.
Sure.
Let's do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
We just want to say thank you to everybody that passed through this morning. We had Corporal Rohan James, chairman of the Police Federation. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, sir, for passing through. And we connected with Red on Flow 98.7 this morning, and we had our News 360. So thank you to our news team. And we had Mr. Orville Hill, the chairman of the JCDC. So it was a good morning.
For the song competition.
For the song, yes,
that's
we were
right.
having that discussion. Mm-hmm.
Had fun, all in all, from start to finish.
It was fun.
Thank you all very much.
That's right.
And we thank our Bridge Nation. Thanks to our technical team. And we love you all. Take care. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.